Hey, it's Dabs here, and in this video I want to show you an amazing clone extension that will literally help you rip any web page into Elementor. What it gives you is a JSON file that you can just upload into your WordPress website, and then you can import that. Super simple, super easy. I find this Chrome extension amazing. I'm still testing it out and I want to share that experience with you. So without further ado, without wasting so much time, let me take you to my screen and let me show you this awesome Chrome extension. The Chrome extension is called Easy Cloner. As you can see here, fantastic Chrome extension. If you scroll down, you can see advanced web page cloning tool that convert page element into editable Elementor widget. Super awesome. A lot of people have said a lot of nice things about this Chrome. It's pretty much new, and I just feel I should share that with you here so that you can see that tool. Super awesome tool. They have a website here where you can learn more about what they do. Probably going to leave the link to this tool in the video description in case you want to grab it. You can check it out there. And fantastic stuff here. If you want to know if this is free, let's scroll down to where they have their pricing, or we can just perhaps just come to pricing from here. You would see that you are able to use this free trial. It says 7 days. Literally, I've been using it for free even up until now. I don't know if that's a glitch or maybe the developer is still testing this out. I tried the developer at some point, and pretty much new tool. They're still working, they're still developing it, they're upgrading it, and that's the beautiful thing about it. So you can still use it literally for free for now. And if you want to pay as you go, as low as maybe 5 euros or maybe 39 or that 40 euros here for your lifetime plan. I'm not really selling this to you. I just want to show you this awesome Chrome extension. So you can just go here and add it to Chrome. I've already added it, and that's the reason why you can see it here. In case you cannot see it here after adding it to Chrome, just come to extension. You should be able to see it. You can just pin it so that it shows up here, and that's it. So now go to any page that you want to clone. I love animations add-on. Fantastic stuff here these guys are doing. I have an account here. I'm just using this for tutorial purpose. Let me see if this is able to take this design and then is able to take it into my WordPress website. So I will play around with this. By the way, I don't like cloning an entire page for stuff like this. I just love playing with sections. Yeah. So let's check something like this. Let's view this. And once you have a page like this opened, what you want to do is literally just open up this Easy Cloner, and then you want to come to map element, and that's it. Once you do that, you'll be able to see your option by the right and by the left for you to start mapping the element here. The first time I downloaded this Chrome extension, I literally had to start mapping everything one after the other. So you can see once you click this, you can map it. You can maybe call it a text like this now, a column. So if you come here, if you maybe a container, you can map it as a container, and then from there a button, a text, image, or maybe team member, those kind of stuff. But now I can see auto clone now in beta, and I find it very amazing. Before we use the auto clone here, the first thing I would advise that you do when you have your page open like this is for you to scan the page style. You want to allow this to scan everything on the page and then come up with all the fonts, the colors, and you can see them here, 5 colors, 8 fonts. And if you come here, you'll be able to see that here too as well. And if you still come down here, you can dictate animation and some other stuff, which I find very amazing. You can show all the elements. You would see that this tool will be able to capture all the elements, and then it will tell you 55 elements found. Super awesome stuff there. I can close that. I can then detect animation, which is a very fantastic thing to do. And finally, once you do this, you just want to come to auto clone here. You can see that the auto clone feature has been able to identify 2 containers here that it can auto clone for us. Maybe I should just work with 2 first. Let's click this, and then you can see it's scanning that section there and is rendering it for us here in got it. It's rendering for us here in a visual builder where we can begin to build this by ourselves. Super cool stuff there. So you can see the text, everything is not outrightly the same, but this has done a pretty darn good job trying to help us simulate our design into Elementor. So what we want to do from here is to inspect. We can change it, we can rework things however we want. Super easy stuff. This is also like a page builder. You can keep building things here, just like Elementor had a new role and do some other stuff. But again, I would not want to do that right now. We can just go back from here, or we can even save this workspace. Literally up to you. It's called section 1. I can call it maybe team, right? And then I hit the OK button, and then this is saved as Team, and then I can go back from here. We can just toggle this back off, and then we can toggle it back on again, and we can see this is here right now. And then we can toggle this, and it will scan that section too as well, and it will bring it here in a visual layout for us to see. We can hit, yeah, got it, and you can see this is what is able to simulate for us. I can just save this workspace too as well. Let's just go back. We have a team here. We can easily just export this by clicking this. All right, so you can see now that we have that downloaded into our computer. That's it. So now that we have this design both downloaded into our computer, let's try to upload this into Elementor, and let's see if we're going to have that same design. So now if I come to an Elementor website here, so what I can do from here is to come to my template, and I can just upload this template. So now let's upload a JSON file here. So I'm just going to drag them from here down here, and I click OK. Awesome. So you can see here, pasting that element, we now have this same stuff here. Unfortunately, we can see that this is not aligning properly. Let's inspect this container. Let's see this. This is set to 100%, which is supposed to be. Let's say this is an image. Yeah, the container is 25%. This two is 25, 25, 25. So I want to believe that it should be the container here. So it could just be the gap here. Let's turn this to 0. All right, that's it. So we can see now that we have this design now inside Elementor, and I think this is quite very good. This will save you a lot of time trying to design everything from scratch, and I think it's quite very good. Maybe we should just go back right now, and let's try and see if we can still play with something more. Okay, maybe let's work with this. Let's view this. Just random things here and there that this can clone. I'm not probably going to even experiment with something be more complex than this, really. I can launch this right now. Let's map element, and you can see that whatever we had initially is still here. We can choose to delete them if we don't want. So you can see that we still have a team here, but what I would do is to scan this first, and then let's detect the animation. Do we have any animation here? Let's see. Animation captured, no animation detected. Okay, so now let's hit the auto clone. As usual, again, you can see that it's already mapping this for us. So if you want to do anything, just click on this, and it will scan the section again, and it should launch this here right now. Something like this. So you can see it's able to map that design for us here. So as usual, we can save this. Let's just call this services, something like that. Beyond this, we can still rename this section now. We can rename them, and this too as well. We can rename things from here, which is quite very awesome. So let's just come back. So now we have our services here, which is super awesome. We can always click the edit button here to come back here if we want to edit anything from here. Super awesome stuff there. We also have a saved library option here that we can use to see all the things that we have saved. which is also very, very good. I've not really been able to make sense of this entire page builder here. Sincerely, I'm still experimenting with this. I want to believe that this would get better over time, and the more I keep using this tool, I get better results. I'm going to be coming back here. So that's it for this. Let's come back. So for this right now, let's still do this. Let's scan this one too, and let's see if we can also read that. So you can see it was able to read this and the text here. You can tell that it's not entirely the same in terms of text, but it's also ripping the design, giving you the fundamental background for you to now maybe change the text, change style properly, basically, as it were. And so that's it. That's what this really is for. And then once you're done, you can save this to a workspace. Section 3, whatever you want to call it is good. You can also maybe rename from here to as well. So we now have section 3 here. We can edit from here to as well, and we can export from here. So you can see that that's exported right now. Or you can just download the entire design, but most times I find that not responsive. Let's bring this template right now into Elementor, and let's see if we're going to get something good. So now let's come here, let's try to upload, and let's drag this here. Let's continue this. And then I have that here, so let's insert that into our page. This is not aligning properly, so you can see one of the not too good part of that. So we might need to still probably play with this. So for this right now, let's inspect, let's see that. So this should be 100%. I don't know why that is. Okay. Let's make this on a straight line. I think that should solve that problem there. Something like that, but this is supposed to like be like 3 columns. I don't know why this is bringing this design to 2 columns. This should be in a separate container all by itself, so that I can easily come down and be independent of this text here. But you can see that for yourself. This is what this is able to do for us. I can space that, but you get the idea. This just does that magic of trying to help you bring your design as much as possible inside of this. So you can see this just rips into 2 columns, and then the arrow down here, something like that. But again, that's what I have seen that this can do. I love the fact that it can help you just easily rip element and then convert it into Elementor, maybe JSON file that you can use as a template. But I want to believe it's still a work in progress. If the auto clone is not working for you, you can manually map content yourself. So maybe I should try with another design for that. So let me just work with something random like this too as well. So you see this, it will be difficult for me to know which element to map this as, and that's just one of the challenge. So if I launch this again, let's map element, so I can manually map things myself. So let's just close this, and the beauty is that whatever you have in design is still there. I can create a new session, and then I can come here. I can just say I want to work with a container, and then container mode is on. I can then begin to map things myself here. So you can see this. If I click this right now, this is mapping this entire container, and then I can have sub container inside this container, something like this. Let's say I want to map this text. I can just come to heading here. I can map this as heading. So you can see this is now H, which is now suggestive that this has been mapped as heading. So this now should be maybe another text or maybe a counter. They have some widgets here that you can easily map your stuff around. But the truth is that with this widget here, it shows that this is still a little bit limited to what it can map. So I want to believe this is still a work in progress. This is a very, very, very useful tool to help you easily map things. It's not a perfect tool to clone perfect designs. It can just help you map things as easy as possible, and then you can download them as JSON, and then you can have them as a base, and then you can keep building. I've tried it, sometimes no result, sometimes with result, and that's why I also want you to go try this out and let me know your experience trying this in the comment section. Let me know if you got result trying this, and score this Chrome extension from the scale of 1 to 10. Let me know what you rate this Chrome extension. That's my time for this tutorial. If you find it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you have any issues whatsoever, drop them in the comment section for me. I'll respond to you as much as possible as I can. I'll see you in another one, and until then, take care, be good.